This is Peter Griffin out on a hunting trip.
Should have taken the shot, fat ass.
And this is Peter Griffin absolutely wrecking his own house.
But I want it now!
You ever wondered how much it costs to insure this idiot? Well, today we're gonna find out because I'm putting myself in the shoes of the most evil yet 100% legal insurance company in the world to figure out just how much Peter Griffin pays for insurance. We're talking health, auto, home, and life insurance. By the time I'm done, we'll see just how screwed and uninsurable this man really is. Starting with everyone's favorite subject, health insurance. In 2024, the average health insurance cost for an individual is $8,951. Damn! So that's the least Peter would be paying as a base price before assessment. More on that later. And let me get this out of the way. I will not be including the amount covered by his employer. This man is barely employed, for goodness sake. He's been fired from dang near every job he's ever had multiple times. For example, in the episode Death Has a Shadow, Peter stays out late all night drinking with his pals and ends up falling asleep at work.
Peter! What? Are you sleeping on the job?
Bug in my eye, and I'm trying to suffocate him.
I like you, but I need you to be more than just I. It's your job to watch for any toys that could be hazardous to children.
Of course, he immediately goes back to sleep, but it turns out Peter's job as a safety inspector at this so-called toy factory is incredibly important. Look what they create when he isn't constantly keeping an eye out.
Oh boy, a pound poochie. Come on, baby Heimlich, spit it out.
I think Peter is only partially to blame for this one, but someone's gonna have to take the fall.
Damage this company's reputation. You're fired!
For how long?
That was the very first episode of the whole show, and also the very first time we saw Peter get fired. It will not be the last. He once got fired from his job at the brewery for constantly throwing birthday parties.
I made a decision to cancel office birthdays.
There was nudity?
Mr. Griffin, you leave me no other choice. You're fired.
Can I still get paid and just not come?
No.
Well, Peter once got fired from the show itself.
I'm sorry, Peter, but the production just can't deal with all your nonsense. We're letting you go.
Don't do this! I'm begging you, just give me one more chance!
Okay, fine. That's it. You're fired.
So once again, no, I will not be calculating employer coverage. Now that that's covered, we can get to the good part. Remember when I mentioned the base cost of $8,951? Well, here's the funny thing about insurance companies. If they can charge you more, they will. There's one crucial thing they consider before covering you, and that's how much you smoke. See, insurance companies don't love smokers. Actually, scratch that. They do love it when you smoke because they can charge you more money. We're talking about paying 50% more than everyone else if you have a history of tobacco usage. And boy, does Peter have a history. In the episode Secondhand Smoke, Peter learns he can skip out on work by taking copious amounts of smoke breaks. Pretty soon, he starts using it to get out of pretty much everything.
Hey, Stewie, time to change your diaper. Oh, smoke break.
This is how Scott Kahn was raised. He turned out okay.
And I do mean everything.
Your turn. You know, Peter, it's so nice that after all these years, we can still...
Smoke break!
Peter, what are you doing down there? Well, it doesn't seem like nothing. Peter, since when are you a smoker?
I think you might be a teensy bit addicted now. Lois sure thinks so. But he proves to her the cigarette means nothing to him.
I can quit any time I want. I'll toss this one out right now. I'm so sorry!
Yeah, no, he's definitely addicted now. Peter keeps huffing and puffing every time he gets a chance, and eventually his smoking leads to more than just bad breath.
What the hell?
What?
It's horrible.
Other people live here.
Oh my God!
It's from smoking.
Not that bad.
Ew, he looks like a 10-week-old dry-aged steak. That still doesn't get him to stop smoking, though, but after a whole episode of ups and downs, lessons are learned.
I'm ready to go back to normal.
Peter, that's not how it works.
Yeah, Lois is right. The damage you've done to your heart and your lungs is exponentially worse.
Well, try cutting to the outside of the house over some music.
And that is why his cost is going to go up by 50%, from $8,951 to $13,426.50. But that's nothing compared to what he's going to pay for auto insurance. If you've watched any amount of Family Guy, you'd know that the most powerful character in that universe is the Griffin family car. That thing has gone through hell on earth, but it keeps on trucking. So how much is Peter paying to insure that beast? Well, according to statistics, the average yearly amount Rhode Islanders pay for auto insurance is $2,838. Damn! It's actually not terrible. But you already know Peter's gonna be paying much more than that. Just like with health insurance, your cost can go up. People have reported paying 44% more if they have one at-fault accident on their record. You can probably tell where I'm going with this. That car is absolutely totaled. But Quahog must have the best mechanics around because it's always perfectly fine the next time we see it. Peter's wallet, on the other hand, not so much. This one accident increases his cost by 44%, up to $4,086.70. Of course, there's a lot more car crashing where that came from, and because I'm an extra evil insurance company, every single percent from here on onward. What the frick? It's gonna compound, okay? Like the one from this car crash.
Okay, here's the field. Goodbye forever. Ah! I'm injured! Please help me!
See, that one was just pure karma. Can't tell me he didn't deserve it. This next one was just him being a frackin' idiot.
Peter, watch the road.
Trying to watch TV.
Sometimes I think your head's screwed on backwards.
What are you doing down there?
I maintain that Peter has some kind of teleportation ability. It explains so much. Actually, you know what? No, that last clip isn't the best example of Peter being an idiot behind the wheel. This one is.
You can't eat all those hamburgers, you stupid fella. Oh, he's so ridiculous. Whoa!
Peter, what the hell is wrong with you? You plow the car into a tree? Oh my God, we could have been killed. It's totaled. It's completely totaled, Peter. Oh, this is just terrific.
Look at that. He drove like a maniac so much that his insurance cost is up to $12,205.05. But it ain't even done yet, because there's one more thing that increases your auto insurance cost, and that's when you're caught participating in America's favorite pastime, driving under the influence. Now, Peter drives drunk all the time. No duh, he's a raging alcoholic. Case in point.
Lois, I know how many beers I can drink and still be able to drive. 7, 6.
Despite doing stuff like that on the regular, he's only been caught driving under the influence a couple times, believe it or not. The first time was during a road trip with the boys. Unfortunately for him, they ran into the biggest asshole to ever put on a badge.
You fellas ain't from around here.
We want to cooperate.
I'm an officer of the law. You got a headlight out.
He breaks their turn signal, throws away Joe's badge, and decides he's gonna ruin all 4 of their lives there and then.
I'm gonna have to search your vehicle. Well, looky here.
You planted that there.
God, why am I driving drunk when I could have been driving high?
They didn't say Peter was completely innocent. The gang actually got tried and sentenced to prison, only managing to escape after Joe deployed the ultimate distraction to get the guards to look away, being a handicapped man struggling for independence.
Oh, this is so humiliating. Why the hell can't I walk?
They did break out of prison, so that arrest is very much still on his record. Peter's alcohol isn't just a problem when he's behind the wheel either. In the episode Friends of Peter G, he goes to see a movie with Brian, and what goes better with a movie than a flask of hard liquor? They both quickly get inebriated and act up.
All right, Iron Zering.
You're Rolf. Stop.
Where am I? Hey, those guys are backwards.
Someone to send for a telegram.
We got a report of a disturbance. Oh, what the hell?
Peter and Brian get sentenced to 30 days of Alcoholics Anonymous, and obviously they hate it. So Peter comes up with another brilliant idea. What goes better with an AA meeting than cartons of alcohol? Yeah, everyone immediately relapses and starts drinking. But uh-oh, here comes the fuzz. Time to put on a show.
And cat shoes if you mess with booze. Don't mess with Mr. Booze. Don't mess with Mr. Booze.
They put on a long-ass musical number just to trick Joe so they can keep drinking. After getting absolutely wasted, Peter decides to drive on home, and he drives like an absolute frackin' maniac.
Sheesh.
He rams into the tree and dies. Like, for real this time. Death even shows up to claim his soul, but instead decides to teach Peter to drink like he's got some common sense and do things in moderation, or else he could end up like this.
Line up for cigar burns.
Ah!
Ow! Ah! Wait a minute, who are you?
I'm your other son, Macabre.
Stewie, go on, get out of here, you stupid laughing cry.
Peter learns his lesson, never drives drunk again. Ha, I'm just kidding. Now, even though they don't say it, Peter 100% got a DUI charge after that accident. I mean, what else could have happened when he didn't show up for his court-designated AA meeting the next day? You know, because he was busy fighting for his life in the hospital. Not to mention the fact that his accident 100% got reported after doing all that damage. Why am I harping on this? Well, DUIs are no joke, especially when it comes to auto insurance. We're Reports show that people with 2 DUIs on their records end up paying up to 300% more for their insurance. Add that multiplier to Peter's $12,202.50, and he's looking at $36,607.60 per year just to insure one singular car. Homeowners insurance comes up next, and you already know this one's gonna be a doozy. The average Rhode Islander is expected to pay about $1,650 per year in homeowners insurance. Not the craziest thing I've said today. But when it comes to the cost of insuring your home, there are a few conditions that are sure to make you reconsider moving into a shack under a bridge. For example, homeowners in very dangerous areas or areas prone to risk events may pay up to 82% more than everyone else. Now you might think to yourself, Peter lives in a run-of-the-mill New England suburb. How is he in any danger? Well, guess what? He is the danger. Especially because he does stuff like this every week. Okay, maybe every week's a bit of a stretch, but the insurance company won't forget the time he brought a tank into the neighborhood.
Okay, Lois, you can open your eyes. I bought a tank.
Are you out of your mind? Ah!
And what does he do with the tank? Except try to kill his wife.
What the hell? No, 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 no! Can you blow that towel rack? Thank you.
That wasn't the first or last time he's destroyed Cleveland's house. There was the time he brought a giraffe and let it roam free in the neighborhood.
Oh, good morning, honey. That feels really good. What the hell? You're not the same giraffe from last night. Get out of here!
What the hell? No, 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 no!
I gotta stop taking my baths during Peter's shenanigans.
Hell, even after Cleveland moved out, he kept destroying the place.
Oh, that's right. Cleveland moved.
Can't even drive down the street without this guy making you crash. That is why Peter will be paying $3,003, and that's just the beginning. Here's where the real taxing comes in. Much like with auto insurance, if you've made a claim before, your cost goes up. If you make a claim twice, oh boy, better get ready to take out a loan because things are getting expensive. Now, not all claims are built the same. Depending on the cause of the damage, you might pay a lot or you might pay a whole lot. And unfortunately for Peter, the Griffin house has seen almost as much abuse as his car. Considering the fact that the house goes back to normal every time it gets wrecked, that means they're making constant claims. And thanks to the power of the internet, I can tell you how much each of those claims is gonna end up costing Peter. For example, if you make one claim for water damage, your premium goes up by 25%, which sucks for Peter because in the episode Peter Schmidt Manor, Peter gets a pitching machine, and because he's an idiot, he uses it for everything.
Stand back. The pitching machine.
That beautiful display of stupidity takes his cost up to $3,753.70. But of course, this isn't the only time Peter subjected his house to some good old-fashioned water damage. In the episode of the Griffin family history, robbers break into their house and start, robbing the place. So Peter takes the family and they hide in the panic room in the attic. I wonder how he could possibly screw things up here.
Hey, a flare gun. Good idea, Peter. We might be able to alert the authorities.
Oh my God, we're gonna drown!
And here, put these on.
Peter, these are parachutes.
They're supposed to distract you while I put on the one scuba suit.
It's been said many times before that Peter Griffin is an idiot, but at this point, I think he just wants to murder his whole family, to be honest. Why else would he have one scuba suit ready to go? Well, he's still an idiot, though, because he forgot to check if there was any oxygen in his oxygen tank, so now the entire family's about to die a watery death. Does Peter use his final moments to tell them how much he loves them? What do you think?
But since we're all gonna die, there's one more secret I have to share with you. I did not care for The Godfather.
What?
How can you even say that, Dad?
Didn't like it.
It's like the perfect movie.
This is what everyone always says.
De Niro, Al Pacino, Robert Duvall.
I did not like the movie. Couldn't get into it.
Explain yourself.
It insists upon itself, Lois.
What?
I was going to say pick a better time and place, but no, he's right. Call me a Philistine as many times as you want, repeatedly, over and over in the comment section. But I could not get into The Godfather either. Anyway, the Griffins got rescued from their awkward arguing right in the nick of time.
Thank God!
Wow, you saved our lives, Mr. Swanson!
That's one hell of a panic room you built there, Pete. You can just open it up from the outside, apparently. As for the water damage to the panic room in the attic, that's going to cost a pretty penny, because a second water damage claim takes that cost up by 50%, taking that baby up to $5,630.50. Oh, by the way, I didn't bring up that panic room episode by accident either. We're going for a twofer. This is how the episode actually starts.
Peter, did you hear that? breaking into our house.
Is somebody downstairs?
You startled me. I'm sorry.
What the hell's your problem, you dumbass?
They break a window, start ransacking the joint. Didn't plan to leave empty-handed either, but even these robbers have standards. Why do I say that? Well, because they captured Meg and she had a proposition for them.
Is this like the part where you guys have your way with me? Where I'm like helpless and you guys take turns?
Oh, no! Oh, God, oh!
What'd she say?
She asked if we were gonna have our way with her.
The episode ends with the burglars getting captured and they actually sue Meg for sexual assault, which is pretty hilarious to be fair, but not what we're here for. Even if the robbers didn't make off with any of their stuff, they did damage the house in the process of robbing it, and we all know Peter would be dumb enough to report that to his insurers. That theft claim would raise his cost by 27%, so now his bill is $7,150.70. But guess what? That's not nearly the worst robbery they've experienced. This is...
Oh my God!
Oh, no, they took my gym shoes. No blasting today. They took my dirty rope.
They stole the chair.
They stole all my pens. I don't have a lot of stuff.
This is just further proof that they live in a dangerous neighborhood, by the way. And when you live in a place like that, you don't just get robbed by randos, you get robbed by your insurance provider too. Because a second theft claim balloons your cost by 55%, so now we're at $11,083.50. But that's not even the worst it can get. You really don't want to make a claim for fire damage. The first one takes up your cost by 29%, even when it's a complete freak accident like this.
No, not really. Oh, that beef bowl is wrecking me. My stomach feels like that time I had explosive diarrhea. Roundhouse.
You just know it smelled rank for days in that house. Having the worst diarrhea known to man has caused Peter's cost to go up to $14,297.70. The second fire claim, on the other hand, was, shockingly enough, not Peter's fault. It was Stewie's. In the episode Absolutely Babulous, Stewie finds out that his entire life has been a lie. All 1 year of it. Turns out all of his medals and trophies were, gasp, participation awards.
No. This is a wall of lies.
Of course, Stewie reacts in a completely calm and rational way to this revelation.
You won't make a fool of me any longer.
Oh, what? Don't tell me you wouldn't set your entire house on fire, too. The fire, like fires tend to do, ends up getting quite out of hand.
Oh my God! Chris is still in there!
You know what? He's earned that.
Tell me right now what other show could get away with a joke like that, and don't you dare say South Park, they don't count. Anywho, setting the house on fire a second time is going to increase that cost by an insane 60%. Doing the math, Peter's looking at $25,876 per year for homeowners insurance. Not gonna lie, I thought it was gonna be more. But that is not all, cause now we gotta talk about life insurance. With the way Peter lives, drinking, smoking, almost getting killed every week, it's not gonna be long before he has to leave something behind for his kids. And that's where life insurance comes in. Now, there are a few things that matter when it comes to paying for life insurance. One of them is age and gender. Because Peter is a 45-year-old man, he's on average going to pay $638. Wow, cheapest one so far. Yeah, you already know what's coming next, though. See, there are other factors that increase your life insurance costs, and depending on how high risk you are, your cost can go up by 250%. For example, if you got a history of using drugs, oh, you're cooked. But Peter would never not use drugs.
All right, guys, looks like I'm really liking meth. Hey, guys, I need money, like now.
Your family has written some letters they'd like to read to you.
Liars!
Weird Easter this year.
Dad, you're back!
Meth was great, but I guess it's bad. I'm not really sold on that yet.
That months-long meth montage is going to increase his life insurance cost to $2,233. What else do insurers double-check for? Ah, right. If you have any serious medical history, expect that cost to go way up. So does Peter have a lengthy history of getting hurt? Yeah, we're just gonna check yes in that box. And with that, his cost goes up to $7,815.50. Next is whether he works in a particularly dangerous occupation. Normally, I'd say no. What with Peter working a regular desk job at a brewery, but somehow he manages to make that dangerous.
You know, I always thought I could chug that, but I never tried. No, I could totally do it. I've only had like 4 beers this morning.
It's killing him, but he's doing it.
Sales are going very well.
Griffin, you're fired!
Hell, he's nearly gotten killed at pretty much every other job he's had, and he's had a lot of jobs over the years, but somehow he always finds a way to make things dangerous. Like when Jerome put him and his friends in charge of the Drunken Clam.
I had a great idea. You know how people love mechanical bulls?
A real bull? That thing gets mad, it'll destroy the bar.
How can it get mad when I cinched its balls with my belt? See, it loves it here.
I cannot stress this enough. The bull did not, in fact, love it here.
Guys, wake up. Oh man, the bull kicked our asses. Totally trashed the bar.
Don't know how Joe's still breathing after getting kicked across the room like that, but heck, this isn't even the most amount of danger Peter's put himself and his friends in. In the episode The Perfect Castaway, Peter tries his hand at being a fisherman again, but he was sucking hard at it and couldn't catch any fish, so he had the genius idea to take his friends and his boat into turbulent water. They caught some fish, sure, but I think it's a bad sign when he shows up on your boat.
Hey, could I have one of those?
What are you doing here?
I'm here 'cause of that.
Their vessel was swept to the bottom of the briny deep by the treacherous, unforgiving sea.
Once again, they miraculously survive, but I think you get the idea by now. His dangerous stupidity is going to increase his cost to $27,354. Oh, and there's one more thing your insurance provider will look into, and that's your criminal history. Turns out getting arrested for a felony can also increase your cost, and Peter's seen the inside of a jail cell multiple times. I already showed you the time he got arrested for drug possession. Might as well mention the time he broke into someone's house to read classic American literature to the audience.
I'm not in that guy's library anymore. They're down there now. Look, I really want to get to that trunk of costumes in the corner. I don't want to give away my location. On the other hand, there might be a pirate hat.
Of course, he immediately gets his dumbass caught.
Booked and processed downtown, we have time for one more American literature. I give you Of Mice and Men.
Read him his rights.
And that's not even the wildest reason Peter's gotten arrested. You tell me which one of these two is worse. This one?
I was in jail because I killed a bunch of old ladies. I'm gonna do it again.
Or is it this one?
Oh, God, what I wouldn't do to that. What? No, it's not even mine. Come on, it's not like it's gay corn. It's gay corn. It was baby corn.
What even is this show? Holy crap. Those multiple arrests would bring Peter's life insurance cost to a final total of $95,739 per year for life insurance. Yeah, screw them kids. All in all, it would cost $171,649 to fully insure Peter Justin Griffin. But if you think that's wild, you must be new here. Click the link on screen now to watch something truly mind-blowing. Thanks for watching.